Have you felt frozen when it comes to your business, paralyzed from making the next move because you don't know how to proceed? Today, we're talking about the top 5 fears that are freezing your success. Tune in as we unfurl each fear and help you remove the misconceptions and overcome the obstacles that are holding you back from massive success. Welcome to Be Bold Branding, where we discuss the power of differentiating yourself through your own unique story and standout personal brand. Today, we're talking about the top fears and frustrations when it comes to building your business. I'm Tanya Eberhardt, founder of Brand Face. We help business stars differentiate themselves, and we do that through personal branding.
Hi, guys. I'm Michael Carr. I'm the COO of Brand Face, and I was actually a client before I became a partner in the company, and we're the only comprehensive personal brand building system across the globe. Let's get into our message today.
All right. Number one, I see this all the time, fear of focus. You're so afraid that if you focus on a specific area of business or customer type, you will leave a potential customer out, or worse yet, turn someone off. Well, I've got news for you. Your brand is designed to be polarizing, right? It's really how you're supposed to build a brand. When you don't know exactly, though, who you're trying to attract or what sets you apart, you have no choice but to attempt to appeal to everyone in your marketing efforts. And when you have those things, that's called part of the brand building process. But when you don't have those things, no wonder you feel lost in space, right? You end up, in fact, in what we call the sea of sameness. And that templated world where everybody kind of looks the same doesn't help you stand out at all. And I want to share, just yesterday, I had a call with this super sweet lady. She was a veteran, and she wanted to become a life coach. And then she said, I wanted to start out working only with veterans. But then I thought, well, what I do can actually help everybody. And so I decided to just go after everybody. And then I thought, oh gosh, this isn't always the best way to start a conversation, is the tough love part of it, but it has to happen, right? So I said, I want you to really think about this for a moment. Think about, you don't have the experience just yet as a life coach. So what you do have is the experience in the military, and all of the things that align you with other people in the military are going to be that connection, that identity that they're looking for. Plus, remember, when you specialize in something, you are looked at as special, and the people you serve feel special because you are specialized.
The fix: know what sets you apart and know exactly who you're trying to attract. Number 2 is fear of competition. And I love being able to talk about this one. Listen, if you know what sets you apart, then you have no competition. You're the only one in the space, even if you're doing the same thing that 1,000 other people are doing. There's literally no one else like you, right? No one else is known for the same thing, and especially for the same reasons. And that's what you got to stick to. No one looks like you. No story is like yours. And it's important to be aware of your competitors, and you should definitely do that. But you should not weigh yourself against your competitors.
He's wagging his finger here, guys.
Do not do that. I'm telling you right now, because if you're weighing yourself against your competitors, you're living their life, not yours. And it is detrimental to your business. Okay. I'm in the real estate business, so I teach my agents this. It's very important. And it applies to any genre of business that you're in, right? It's important to be aware of those competitors, but your business is not defined by what they are doing or who they are. Okay. What your business should be defined by are 5 important questions that every brand has to answer, must answer. Okay. Not maybe answers, not hopefully answers. They must answer this. Number 1, what sets you apart? Number 2, who do you serve? Number 3, how do you serve them? Number 4, what qualifies you to serve them? And to me, the most important part to them, which is going to be the most important part to you, how does it make their life better?
Absolutely. And the fix for all of that, guys, is be aware. Learn from other people, but don't focus on them. Stay focused on you and your customers. Mm-hmm. Number 3 fear is fear of overwhelm. And I got to say to this one, No wonder.
Yeah.
You're constantly hit with that next shiny marketing solution. And all of those choices out there can be very overwhelming. But here's
Especially
a little,
because most of them aren't true.
that's true. Very true. Here's a little secret though. Most of the time, it's not that marketing channel or shiny marketing system that's the problem. The problem is what goes into the shiny marketing stuff. And that's your brand, right? Let's go back to the definition or the difference between marketing and branding. Marketing is simply utilizing various different marketing channels or tools to reach out to someone with a message and an image, but your brand is that message and image that goes into that marketing platform. Okay.
Yep. So the fix is to understand that no one can do it all. Even Elvis didn't sing all the songs. Right. And number two, like you start with the one thing and do it really, really well. Like be really good at email marketing, really good with a LinkedIn strategy or an Instagram strategy. Be very, consistent with like your video shorts or something like that. Just pick something, get really good at it, then add something later. Okay. And then whatever you choose, be better at that one thing than anybody else. Be very consistent.
Like what you're hearing? Hit that subscribe button and learn how you can change how you're seen and charge what you're worth.
The number 4 fear that really freezes people is fear of failure. Well, what if I fail? Well, guess what, folks? You're not going to live life very long in any kind of capacity that you don't fail at something. But I'm reminded of Winston Churchill, right? When he said in front of a crowd, I never failed at anything. And one of the reporters said, you failed the 2nd grade. And he said, no, I had 2 times to get it right. That is how you have to look at failure. Failure is your friend, right? We all stumble, especially in business. We all say, man, I shouldn't have done that. Man, I listened to that guru and it didn't work. I thought that I could just buy a program and get rich. No, you can't, right? So you have to define what failure really is. And failure is a chance to learn. That's the way I do it, right? I've been in a lot of businesses. I owned a car business. Don't have that anymore. Lasted about 3 years. I nearly starved to death. I had a fence business. I did good, but honestly, I couldn't find the help. It just failed. I had a very, very successful construction business, but cancer ate it out from the inside because of my lack of management skills at the time, right? And my employees run off with my clients and stole all my tools, right? They literally stole everything but my trucks. Okay, it happens, right? You know what I did though? I picked myself back up. I got lucky enough to meet this lady. I focused on real estate. And so I like to define it like this. Not all of my businesses have been successful, but they led me to the business that is enormously successful. We are enormously successful in the real estate business, praise the Lord. And it's because we have focused on the brand and the things that we're sharing with you right now.
Yeah. So to fix that fear of failure, embrace the failure, learn from it, as Michael said, and use it to leverage to the next opportunity where you can make the change and do better.
Yeah. Don't let it immobilize you.
Absolutely. All right. Number 5 is the fear of investment. Boy, this has killed a lot of people.
Yeah,
okay. Why do you have that fear of investment? Well, 99.9% of you've been burned. I hear it all the time. You feel like you've tried it all. Nothing has worked. People have made promises they haven't followed through on, and therefore it's just not worth the investment. Okay. So one of the things I want to call out here is what I mentioned just a moment ago. A lot of people blame that particular failure, their last investment or the last 10 investments, on the shiny stuff that we talked about earlier, the marketing platforms and channels and systems. And honestly, it's time to stop blaming those marketing platforms.
Right.
It begins with investing in you, okay? Not a platform. A platform becomes much easier to identify and utilize once the brand is built. Once you know what makes you unique, exactly who you're trying to attract, you'll have all the tools in your brand toolbox to get your story out there on any platform. And honestly, very few of the marketing tools or systems are incapable of it. Or, the only time a marketing platform doesn't work is when your ideal customer is not on the other end of it. In other words, your targeting's wrong, right? Other than that, if your brand's dialed in and you utilize that marketing platform consistently, it will work.
Yeah, the fix for here is start with what matters most, and it will actually define what type of marketing you should do, and in the language you should be using, where to market, and who you market to. And I want to say one more thing about what she said about that investment in yourself. If you're really honest with yourself, you'll find you probably did not work that platform the way you were supposed to. And it wasn't the platform's fault. So I want to quote Colin Ford. I doubt seriously he came up with this, but he's where I heard it. So I want to quote him. I want to give him credit, and hopefully he'll give credit to whoever he heard it from. But he said, and I love this, what you can do is a direct matter of what you will do.
I love that.
So a lot of people are afraid of investment because they really know deep down inside they're probably not going to do the work.
Ready to change how you're seen and charge what you're worth? If you're not getting enough opportunities to meet with ideal customers, or the prospects you're meeting with just aren't ideal, it's most likely your brand that's holding you back. So if you're a coach, consultant, or expert who is on the rise, you need our ultimate guide to a freedom-based brand. Download it free now at brandfaceguide.com.